Say what you want to about California, man, and I'll probably agree with you about most of it. But man, these roads out here are just awesome and fun, and there's so many of them. Got to talking with one of my buddies he's ridden motorcycles for a while now. He hasn't had one in a few years. We got on that conversation of like, yeah, you should totally get one, because you know, I like the guy, I want to ride with the dude. But he's pretty concerned about where he lives. He lives in a pretty populated area, and just the roads just really suck for bikes. So I don't know, I'm on that whole thing of, well, just get on back roads and roads where people aren't, you know. But you know, you still gotta get there. You still gotta get to the road from where you are. So he's got a point. Here comes the dirt bikers. They are out in force today. He's ridden sport bikes for the majority of his riding. He's always had a crotch rocket, but he's looking at a Harley now and just kind of making it a little bit more of a relaxed ride and just kind of taking it easy. I'm excited for him to get a bike. He's rented bikes for a couple times, and we've gone out on rides, and they've been fun. Like, I like riding with people that I know. But I was also talking to another buddy of mine who just started riding a few years ago, and he's learning, and he's learning at his own pace, which is awesome. You know, he's still a little bit, I don't know if you call it nerves, but anyways, he's just like, oh yeah, you know, give me a little bit more time, because I've invited him out on rides, like, hey man, let's go on a ride, let's just go wherever. It's like, you know, I go at my own pace, and fair enough, that's how you should do it. Go at your own pace, don't worry about keeping up with people. When I ride with people that are fairly new to riding, I always have them ride out front and have them, you know, ride how they want to ride. I'm not worried about going fast. I'm not worried about how, I don't know, dragging me or whatever you call it. Not worried about that. I don't really care. I'm just out to be out to enjoy the ride. That's all. And I think the thing that brought this, I don't know, this topic up was there's a video that came out fairly recently of pretty much like a road rage incident where it's between cars and a bunch of motorcycles, and basically at the end of the video a dude just comes running up. I don't know what he was trying to do, whether he was trying to like take out a mirror or just, I don't know, intimidate the guy, not looking at where he's going, looking back at the car, and just ran straight into the back of a car, and yeah, the bike blew up. I don't know what happened to the people. I hope they're okay. And when I say they, it's because he had a girl on the back of his bike. She didn't look like she was wearing much gear either. And I never understood that. If you're gonna ride with somebody, and presumably somebody you actually care about, why would you not put them in gear? Like, why would you do that? It's your bike. You can say, hey, no, you gotta have gear on. You know, I like you. I would like to protect that. Oh, people are out today. Yep, it's the weekend. It's Memorial Day weekend. It's not like I didn't expect this. This is why I like coming out here on weekdays and not weekends. It's like, what time is it? Early afternoon? It's 10 o'clock. There's gonna be a lot of people camping too. I mean, I can't be the only one that likes coming out here. Any dirt bikers behind me? No. So this road is one of my go-to rides if I want to ride dirt. It's a Spinning Mill Road up in Forest Hill, and there's a bunch of different offshoots of it that you can go down. During the weekdays, it's fairly quiet. There's not a whole lot of people that live on this road, and it's just a quiet dirt road, and it's where I like to go, you know. I'm not looking to get on some single track really yet. I don't know, maybe I want to, maybe I will, I don't know. This is one of the roads I like to go down when I want to get dirty and just kind of get out of the way and get out of town. It's not too far from the house. It's my weekend adventure type of thing. I still haven't decided if I'm gonna go down Mosquito Ridge today. That's a pretty long ride if I go through to Uncle Tom's cabin from Forest Hill. I think that takes about 2 hours to get to that point. It's not like the road we just did. I think that took me about an hour to do and get down to this point. Yeah, I don't know if I want to go down that way. Judging by all the dirt bikes that I've seen, there's gonna be tons of them. Maybe we'll just go straight through the Forest Hill. But yeah, out in this Forest Hill area, there's just a ton of these roads. And a majority of them are just like this. They're pretty well maintained. I got one. I have no idea where that goes. I see a private property sign, so maybe not. It might be someone's driveway. I see a gate, so maybe not. But there's just a ton of these roads out here. And it's coming up on that season 2 where I can get out here after work. It's not very far from my house. I think I'm about a half hour from Forest Hill, maybe 45 minutes. I don't know, but it's pretty doable. But for everyone that's been wanting to see dirt, I mean, this is the extent of my dirt. It's not muddy like it was during the winter time or covered in snow. Sometimes the snow gets this, most of the time the snow gets this low, but can't get the bike very dirty because it's not muddy. This road, when it's just muddy and wet, is so much fun. Because it doesn't get sloppy muddy, it just gets wet. It gets a little slick, but there's not, you're not digging ruts in the road, you're not destroying the road. Because it's pretty hard packed. This is a road that's been here for quite some time. Out here in Forest Hill, there's a little place called Warden's. It's a little grocery store. It's the go-to stop when people ride up Forest Hill Road, and you stop, you hang out. They got a cool little outlook over everything, and it's a place to grab a drink, grab a sandwich. They got a little deli in there too. Pretty good food, actually. So on the weekends, there's normally tons of bikes in the parking lot. I've only run into a few Pan Americas there, not very many. They're pretty far and in between. My local dealership had a little CHP rodeo event thing going on at it, where all the different CHP motorcycle cops from around the area come out and they do the cones, and it's really impressive to watch. I would really like to do that. That stuff seems cool to me. That stuff seems fun. They also had a stunt show out there, which they pretty much have the same guys out there every time. They're cool to watch. It's cool to watch a big ass bagger do a wheelie. That's impressive. I did finally get to lay eyes on that Fat Boy, the all chrome Fat Boy. That thing looks awesome. I like that Harley's going back to chrome. I'm real excited about that. I would love to see them do a Pan America in all chrome. Hint, hint, that would be sick. I don't think they will, but it would still be cool. What was the other thing they had there? Oh, they also had the new ST. Well, they didn't have it this weekend. I saw it. They had it for about a week before it got sold. But I actually got to see it in person and compare it next to like a Pan America S. Yeah, it's short. And, well, duh, it's short. It's got a small front wheel on there. I don't know. It's not for me. I would love to ride one and just see the difference between the Special and the ST and really take it out and put it through its paces, but I don't know if I'm going to be able to do that unless I know someone that buys one. Because, they're little... You can take them out on test rides. That's the cool part about Harley dealerships. Most Harley dealerships, you can take them out on test rides. But they have a pretty limited loop that you can go out and do. And yeah, it's not very impressive. I mean, you could do a couple laps, I guess, but it's nothing like taking it out into Twisty. So I would like to find someone with an ST and I want to ride it. Because I know how my bike does in twisties and those mountain roads, and yeah, having a more road-oriented wheel and traction, that thing could be fun. I'm just not used to seeing it so short. It's stubby. To me, it's a stubby bike. And there's a reason they did it like that. The ST's not meant to do dirt roads or off pavement, I guess. I'm sure it still can. Just not very well. I don't think that the ST has an off-road mode. I wouldn't imagine it would. I mean, why would it? That's not what it was meant for. They outright said it. Yeah, it's meant for street. It's meant to be a street bike. Plenty of people that don't take their Pan Ams off-road, so let's make a Pan Am that's meant for the road. Not both. So I'm really excited to see it. I'm really excited to ride it. I have seen it. I'm excited to ride it. It looks cool. I like what they did with it. Not for me, but I still do like it. I'm going to get up into Forest Hill, probably grab something to drink and maybe something to eat. If there's anything you guys want to see, please let me know in the comments down below. And if you could, please subscribe. It helps me out a ton. Help me get to that goal of 1,000 subs by the end of the year. All right, guys. See you later. capture them the best that I can. And that is way too long of an outro. Blind corner. People like to fly down these. No, thank you. I don't know. Maybe there's something there. I thought I still had a little bit more road to go. Meh. Turn around and do it again or something. Out of off-road mode. And back to road mode. What's that fucking chicken? Just out of nowhere.